Welcome back, everyone, to another YouTube video. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday. I don't know, this might come out today, this might come out tomorrow, but as I'm filming, it is Monday. And my videos are gaining a bit of attraction. I'm liking it. I can't lie. I'm getting a bit more views. Yeah, the views aren't like people are not watching the full video, but for everyone that's been here since the very first video, which maybe no one has, it's not about people watching the full video. It's about maybe someone watched part of it and needed to hear what they needed to hear, or they watched part of it and got motivation to go work out, to go lift. Who knows? But I don't care if people watch all of it or some of it. What I care about, what matters to me, is if I'm making an impact. And maybe it makes you just think. Maybe you think I'm crazy. Maybe you think this guy's onto something. Who knows? But if it's getting you to think and think about your life and life that surrounds you, that's kind of my goal, right? There was this guy that commented, guy or girl, I don't know, someone commented on my, I think it was a YouTube short, and they were like, this guy's Delulu. Why would our existence prove that there's a God? The fact is, there is no God. And first of all, I smiled because I'm like, someone watched my video? Someone had the time to comment on my video? Yeah, it only takes a couple seconds, but you can never get those seconds back. You commented, you thought I was important enough for your time. That's crazy to me. That to me makes me happy. If you want to send hate, if you want to send love, whatever it is, you thought I was worth it. You thought your time, which you can never gain back, was worth it. I love that. Thank you. And there's been one user that he's been commenting on all my videos, been liking all my videos, and I got to give him a shout out. He has been consistent, and I love this guy. 1 second here. Let me get the username. Let me shout it out because I think he also has a YouTube channel, and I think that whoever watches this should subscribe to this guy because he's amazing and he's always commenting on my videos. And if you're watching this, Holy Basil, if I'm saying that right, WHOLLYBASIL is his tag. Thank you. You are amazing and you're killing it too. I hope you have an amazing life and I hope God is blessing you. But yeah, getting back into it, like there was one guy that was saying I'm like delusional, and I can't disagree with him. I'm 100% delusional. I don't know. I can't disagree with that. I believe I am delusional. But then if I think I'm a little crazy, I think that because like what is normal? Isn't everyone a little bit crazy in their own ways? This guy calling me delusional doesn't believe in a God. Therefore, I believe he's delusional for not believing in a God. Obviously, I can understand his point and I can see where he's coming from. And I would love to hear more of why he thinks that. And I would love to share more to him on why I believe there's a God. Because it's not for me, it's not a religious standpoint. It's not like you're viewing it because like this is a Christian viewpoint. No, it's personal for everyone. And I believe that fully. Yeah, there are certain things that I believe in more. Like I believe in the Bible. I believe that that text is true to some point in a sense that the 10 Commandments, the rules that God has set us to follow, I believe that they will better your life. I believe that if you follow those rules 100%, your life will get better. It's hard to follow those rules, but I believe that once you succeed at following them and you put that as a daily habit, that your life will get better. I believe that. But I believe that God is such a personal thing, such a personal journey to try and find God in your life is so personal. Yeah, you can talk to people and ask them how they found God and ask them about their journeys to get a standardized thing. It's like anything. Like when you go to the gym, yeah, you can ask me, you can ask another guy that's been in the gym for a while, ask them how they got big, ask them how they got healthy, ask them how they got started, and they can give you a standardized game plan to get you started. But once you get going, maybe your body doesn't react the same to a workout that the other person's body did or my body did. Maybe your body reacts to high intensity training, where mine reacts to heavy lifting and low intensity. And I find that's better for my body rather than the high intensity. But you think it's the other way around. It's the exact same when it comes to God. You need to find God on your own. I can tell you about my journey all day long, how I found God. I believe God's been in my life all the time, and I believe God's always in everyone's life. But I felt so alone at such a young age. I felt like I had no one. And the only person that I turned to, the only thing I could turn to that I felt listened was God, because God, in a sense, answered my prayers. It took a while for those prayers to come through, but he answered every single one of them. And looking back on that, it's what has strengthened my faith through thick and thin. It's why when people come up to me and tell me that there is no God, I tell them, okay, that's your viewpoint. But I've built a relationship with God that I believe is strong. I have my downfalls. I sin. I fail. But I try to always turn to God and confess my sins and tell people that, like, God is always there. You need to just look for him. God, not him. I always genderized God. God is a him in a sense because I believe that Jesus did come down. Like, Jesus came as God in a human form. Therefore, I view God as a him because of Jesus. But God as a whole being is not a gender, I don't believe. If he would be, he'd be both. But that makes no sense. So I believe God is just almighty being, right? I've definitely gone off track. But God is just such a personal relationship. It's so unique to each individual. And that's why it's kind of amazing. That's why, as much as I go to church and I pray at church and in a pew, and I don't go to confession, but I will confess to my friends and family. I do all that, but not because Christianity told me to, but because I feel in my heart that that is the right thing to do. Because I feel in my heart that is how I can strengthen my relationship with God. And sometimes a walk in the forest is all you need to strengthen your relationship with God. But the more you get a stronger relationship with God, the more things you're going to have to do. It's just like anything. The stronger you get in the gym, the more weights you got to do. You progress from the machines to the dumbbell rack to the Smith machine to the barbell. It doesn't mean that you don't go back to those machines. It doesn't mean you don't use the Smith machine. It means that you can progress into a stronger and better form of workout to get stronger, to get bigger. But those machines are always there to keep you strong, right? It's just like God. You'll start with a simple prayer, a simple just talking to God, saying like, I need you in my life. And then you progress. You progress to maybe going to church, maybe going to a church group in a sense, or some people that have devoted their life to God so that you can talk to them. Just stuff like that that kind of builds up and builds your faith and your trust in God. Because that's all it is at the end of the day. It's a relationship. And the same way you treat your relationships with your wife, girlfriend, parent, or sibling, you're going to want to treat the same way as your relationship with God. So that's my rant for right now. All right, so I was going to lift, but I just did my warm-up set and I can barely squat, which I kind of already knew that because it's hard for me to sit on the toilet right now. I have not been this sore in so long. It is crazy. So guess what? I'm going to post that little snippet of me talking, and that will be the video for today. Yeah, I think that it's going to be a rest day for today because I don't really want to push it. I don't want to go heavy while I'm still recovering from yesterday's workout. I want my muscles to be just in good shape. I'll lift tomorrow and we'll see how it is. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a talking video and not a lifting video. And that it probably never happens because I always talk and lift. But today, the lifting is not happening. I'm going to choose wisely and smartly and say no to lifting for today. And we'll see how tomorrow is. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Peace.